A very good morning. It's Mark here. It is 11th of February on Tuesday, 7:45 Eastern. That's 12:45 GMT. And welcome to today's trading session. Let's start, as always, on the US dollar index. Bit of a fight back over the past few days since establishing support at 107, 107.10. And then to start the week, we had a gap up yesterday. And as you can see, not much happened. Added a little to after the gap up yesterday, but pretty much ended where it started. Today, a little bit of a sell-off to start the day, but limited activity and not showing much demand for US dollars. We can see that yesterday after the gap up, it couldn't really make anything higher, that small green candle, and today already selling off to start the day. So I still have the same resistance from yesterday at 108.31 and support at 107.98. So 108 looking to be pivotal, and US session about to get underway. We'll see if the buyers can, if there is any demand at this level, to push it up above that 108.33, or if sellers are going to step in and take it below the 108 level and 107.97. From a sentiment point of view, uncertainty in the US dollar, and certainly not seeing any demand at this point for US dollars. Let's have a look at the S&P. Yesterday, buyers did step in after a gap down to start the week. Today, a gap down again to start the day. You can see that. Yesterday closed at 6086. Today opened at 6078. Small gap down. And sellers in pre-market conditions have added to that very slightly, bearing in mind that that Wall Street opens up in about an hour and a half. And let's see the cue taken by traders, and let's see if yesterday's uptrend can continue, if there is demand, or if we're going to see a continuation of the gap down and pre-market selling, which we're starting today, which has started today off. Support 6,032 from yesterday, and resistance still sitting at 6,098. Buyers looking for that 6,100 level. Let's have a look at gold. Interesting day today. Another record high. Wow, have a look at 2,943. Like we said, buyers definitely eyeing that 3,000 level. But here's a big sell-off, a relatively big sell-off for gold. Profit taking, a natural retracement, not really to be, not unexpected and not that surprising. 2,898, so still pretty close to that yesterday's high of 2,911. Perhaps if we go to the shorter time frame, this could be an opportunity. There you go. There's the downtrend, maybe an opportunity for buyers to join that strong uptrend. You're sitting at the support area now around the 2,900. So it certainly could well be an opportunity for buyers to get back into the market once it gets above 2,900, once our 1 hourly turnaround. And also for us technical traders, there was a great signal on the hourly, that classic bearish engulfing candle. And sure enough, that did follow. The close there was 2,918. Had you followed that, we're now at 2,899. That's a nice $20 gain to start the trading day. Now we'll watch and see whether this sell-off that we see, this retracement, will be added to, and could well depend on performance of the US dollar index and the US dollar today. If the US dollar does strengthen, that could be added to, and we could see a further sell-off in gold. But so far, as we've seen, nothing has stopped or halted the uptrend. Certainly, resistance at 2,911 from yesterday will be telling. Let's have a look at Brent oil. Made a real strong reversal yesterday. We saw that. And wow, continuing today, you can see that third day in a row. So from the 76 close yesterday, now looking to test, looks like it almost, let's look at the high, 77.04. It's gone up another dollar so far. Buyers will certainly be looking at this resistance level of 77.29. Sellers will want to come below the 76 level. It's reversed on the daily EMAs have crossed over, you can see, and geopolitical events, supply concerns, tariff talk could all add to the demand for oil. Crypto, Bitcoin, when I say crypto, Bitcoin, after sitting at this 96,500, we did see buyers step in. We saw some demand and closed higher for the first time in a while, in about a week, at 97,300. It's added a little bit to that today, sitting right now at 97,800 and a high of 98,295. Buyers are struggling to close at these levels now, closer to the 100, above the 97, above the 98. Buyers will want to break above this 98 now and come up and test. You can see that previous high, the pivotal $100,000 mark. Sellers, of course, will want to first target on the downside will be breaking the open today of 97,000 and get back below the 96, 95 and to the lower 90s. Support 95,299 from yesterday, and we're sitting at yesterday's resistance of 98,366. Good trading. I'll see you at the end of today's session.